Hey, what's up, everybody? How are you doing? My name is Him Kim, the entertainment guru. Of course, when the mastermind is in the place, expect fun, joy, and happiness. And you are watching STV. Select for fun. If it's not fun, we don't select. And you are straight into the free pass with exclusive access. And on today's episode, I really have a lot that is in the timeline. Kugambye tugenda batu bikwatako mpola mpola. And don't forget, this is a show which starts with the first segment, which is Cinemax. Cinemax will be talking about the movies that happen and everything that happens during the whole process of the production. And secondly, we have Out of Sight. Now, Out of Sight is where we bring these moments that happen privately that the public needs to know about. But anyway, on today's episode, I really introduced the first segment of the show, Cinemax. And Cinemax, we have a movie which is a Netflix release. And this is none other than the one and only Project Power. Now, Project Power is a superhero movie that was acted to show the establishment of a certain thing that is going to distract the whole nation. So this is something that is relatable to the situation. Muchimanyi COVID yayingiddewo akubye abantu. So I want you to take the same picture for a pill that is going to really change the whole nation. Now, the pill was in a street in America, which is New Orleans, and this pill would give you powers for 5 minutes. Now, the most interesting thing about everything, how are you going to use the powers? Now, it features a policeman, an ex-soldier, and a drug dealer. Now, let me break down the characters of this movie. The first character of the movie was Levitt. Now, Levitt was a person who was dealing with the government, and he was dealing with the street people as a cop. Now, the cop really wants to stop the establishment of the pill. Now, there comes Jimmy Fox, an Oscar award winner. Now, Jimmy Fox comes through, and all he wants to stop the production of the pill. Now, his daughter was held captive because of the establishment of the pill, and everything happened with you knowing that something can be planned for this nation, but it's for the next generation. I won't tell you about the much plot of the movie, but see what we had for Project Power.
Police department there.
So he wasn't just like a typical cop, founded on the notion that a unique town like New Orleans for itself.
They think they can just test it on the people in New Orleans and no one's gonna care.
Then there's Robin, played by Dominique Fishback.
I always dreamed that I could play streets and trying to solve this problem. Then she always wanted.
We were like Batman and Robin.
No, Batman and Robin, that's a movie. This is real life.
She's confidence.
She's this incredible spoken word poet. Went toe-to-toe with Jamie Foxx in these chemistry reads that we did.
I'm sorry, what, you gonna be the next Cardi B? Huh? Cardi C?
I've been about it, even if my mental space is crowded. I may be little, but in these waters you won't catch me drowning. One day I swim in all them dollar bills I'm gonna be counting.
Smoke that.
Dominique.
Thank you, appreciate
You got it, man.
It was a dream come surreal at times.
We knew we were making our first big sci-fi action movie, but one decision we made early was that the sci-fi world.
We're documentary filmmakers originally, so we tried to make everything as grounded as it could be.
This is power.
It was very science-based,
Yes, but every power had real animal superpowers behind it.
and that's where this idea comes from, that there are bits of DNA code that we all have, and power can kind of awaken.
The next evolution of the human species.
Choosing the city and choosing the location is a really important part of our creative process. New Orleans is so inspiring. The second we got here, we were like, this is the place it should be. Once we started seeing things like this amusement park, and for us, we really wait to get inspired by locations and start building and adapting scenes around them. Here we are for the Superdome and the Smoothie King. We're shooting a scene where Robin is practicing her raps.
I've been on a journey of a warrior, the odyssey. You gotta see the remnants of this hurricane inside of me.
It's one of those scenes that could totally be done in ADR later, but it's not that kind of movie. This movie is authentic.
Yes.
This movie's nitty-gritty. City committee.
That's right.
So she's right here rapping. This place has been abandoned since Katrina. The graffiti was already here. The art department have turned it into a working squat. Machine Gun Kelly's character, Newt, has taken over an entire floor. And this is gonna be the big, like, crazy fire sequence. It's gonna be lit.
It's my third movie with Henry and Rel. They just are so creative that I kind of just trust them.
He said yes before knowing he was going to have to spend all day in full body prosthetic makeup.
Because I'm punk like that, dude.
We're gonna set up for Mike, we're gonna get the macro eyeball shot right now.
We try to adapt to the location, we try to adapt to the actor. The character's not fully formed until we cast the actor, and that person informs the way the character should be.
You need anything else?
No, I'm fine.
Yes, you are.
On their own, each one is incredibly intelligent and creative and fun, but when you bring it together, the total
End up on screen.
Grows really big.
So we did a lot. Here's what Biggie could look like.
VFX supervisor.
Henry Rowe, we wanted to.
Ivan Moran. So he takes the actor Rodrigo and starts building this amazing prosthetic suit. And we went back to a lot of like forced perspective, and we actually built a version of the set in miniature size, and that lets Ivan just enhance it.
Go, go, go!
You know what else might be nice is as he's punching him, you just yell, stop!
Frank, stop! Stop!
Oh, that was pretty damn good.
It's just a really superpowered genre.
That really felt like it's been nice having you on set.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got to see all this. I'm glad it was your eyes seeing it.
We should have been here more.
My work is my power. My work is my work is my.
Nkukakasa mpakasa nkesa nganonya pesa ngakabaka mbuza chemutesa atisa agoirawo mu mapesa nsesa atenze nkesa tedi kutesa muyina covid mufesa yeah. What's up everybody, how you doing? It's a vibe. Kugambye mbadde nyingira wano wa Imon nankube ngoma nga tulina tandikirawo. And you know, this is the second segment of the show, which is Out of Sight, and what we do is bring to you the things that you don't get to see. Tubaletera ebyo ebintu byonna bye mwagala olaba naye nga temusobola bituukako. And I have a big man in the house. Yo bro, kyekiriwo steady.
Yo, nze bampita Imon. Nsanyuse nnyo STV okubeera waneeno. Free pass, it's new show, but it's hot. Watch it out.
Yo, so basically olaba omanyi lwaki nkusazeko olaba vibe tujingidde mu buyingizi. By the way, I just came in and this guy was producing a very nice track ngakube ngoma nze nenjitulako ate tukyaliwo. There are big things that are coming. So Imon, I want the people out there obabuulire Imon kyeki omaze okweyanjula babuulire.
Imon, producer, born here, but very bad. Bad news, kali gwekyobomanya. Imon just yali awo movie. I do music. I help people who have talent. Sibuli omu naye wabera those special characters abalinamu ekintu ekyenjawulo ku balala, so nga they need that hand. So
kakati Imon, so what are one of the things that you consider okubeera nga osobola okukola n'omuntu ono?
Actually, ze mbanjala nnyo okulaba the goal y'omuntu okitegeera. I like people who have vision, people who have abalina ekiruubirirwa okitegeera. Abantu sagala muntu ajja just njala tuyimbe no. Me, I don't mind about that. Ne ekintu kyenfaako nnyo omuntu alina ekiruubirirwa ekyokugamba nti oba njala kikubopa paka ku Afrima oba paka BET oba worldwide, international, something like that.
Okay, so oyagala abantu nga balina visions eziri high.
I like visionary people.
So waliwo abantu abali eyo baweddemu amaanyi, as you can see the situation. They're very great people naye baweddemu amaanyi. So what is that one thing kye balina okukola okusigala nga bagenda bakola ekintu ekyakabi?
You put aside every other thing, then olina kusooka kwagala kintu kubanga even music woba tomwagala nga ozze mukolamu ssente era ne ssente zinawe zituuka nezikola ki nezikoma. But if you do this ng'okyagala bwagazi nga you have to put aside every other thing, then you concentrate on the feeling or the emotion on whatever you want to perceive or something.
Tutandikide ku speed, but we need to spill the wheel back, because these people have to know what is happening right now. It's a moment. So let's go back to the start of Imon. He's now trying to reach out. Nothing is working, but he really wants to reach out to the world and they get to listen. So let's talk about the value for the respect of the name.
Well, Imon, me, I started as I was a gospel artist actually. When I was still in school, I used to love singing. I used to love the ushers, what. But when I was in my S6, I started going to studio. When I started to get into studio, the workflow wasn't what I had in mind. So I always felt this kind of beats. These guys don't give me what I want. So then I picked the interest from there. From my S6, I just continued, and then I went to producing in school, and then Kokolagana Nava, Antunga, Epas, Don MC. That's where I started from. Kolane, Clear Cut, Myth, Navio, Banonini. Then I worked there.
So I've had a lot of names, the Myth, Clear Cut, big names in the industry. So abantu abo batunulamu, there is a sudden contribution that you gave towards them. You've spoken about a person, so I want you to highlight that one person who helped you also to extend your horizons. All of them were good, I agree, but I want you to tell me about that artist. This is something that is going to be very massive.
I don't know, but I think Blioma ina contribution nashtegera ze mli genda ba jiateka nga tukolaganye fenno ba nga tukoze fenna. But I don't want to say there is that one person. It cannot be. Like everyone has at least no abanga inakoka 2%. At least that's a contribution to me. So I believe everyone contributed somehow.
Okay, I want you to tell me. Okay, I'm not saying that he was the best among all of them, but I want someone to notice when you highlight someone, there is something that they stand out for. So I want you to give me like an example. Epas, when we worked together, it was like this. Clear Cut, it was like this, because we can't talk about all of them, but we need an example out of the whole list.
Well, I can say that's a hard question.
No, it's not. It's this simple. It's this simple. Imon, I walked in out here after doing some little research about you. I cannot cover every good person in one day. It's you that I got a chance of seeing, and the people are hearing from you. So we want to know about you. So that's the same way I'm telling you. Like, give an example of one person, because abantu bawagira abantu naye nga tebamanyi kibawagiza oyo omuntu. So these qualities have to be out there to the people.
I can say Benny Gunter.
Okay, so Benny Gunter, let's speak that.
Yeah, Benny Gunter. But I can say, yeah, it's Benny Gunter, probably Buki Soldier, Oscar Mwonge, though, I don't know if it's out of the music or something, and Iamose, I think. There are quite many. Well, music is a vibe thing. There is you knowing how to drive. At times you even drive without noticing you're even driving, but because it's a thing you do every day. So na music yetali watenza okumanya okube nanga nenga vibe tokolaje. So for me personally, it's a vibe thing. Without a vibe, no. Even if I know how to play whatever, even if I can make those tracks which have no emotion at all. But then for me, it's a vibe thing. You have to start with the vibe. You know about nature skills that energy, and then you tap into the stuff and then you're out there.
So if you're to talk about the vibe, because these are things that are very important. If you're working on a project musically, it's the producer tagging along with the artist. Omuyimbi akwatagana ne producer. So how does it come in sync okwatagana otya n'omuyimbi okutandika okukolawo ekintu, because that is what brings the vibe, you understand it? So how does that happen to any normal person who doesn't know how that happens? Imon is going to give you the tips.
Okay, okusokera ddala, I think like omuyimbi bwajja, to me as a producer, mba like most of the artists abamu bemanyi kale ayinza okujja nga already alina oluyimba lwe okitegeera, oba nga alina akayimba ke yawulidde okiraba, so probably kanyinza okugamba music is a manipulation oba okitegeera of sounds okiraba, so omuyimbi ayinza okujja n'akayimba kawirolo ngomba ngaako okitegeera, nagamba I want something like this, so what you do is to manipulate that other sound to a new sound but something similar to what they had before okiraba. Abamu bajja nga olida alina ebigambo byabwe ng'ebyo biki nakuyimbiramu awo, then you pick up from what they are saying and then you make it into a track and to then the words and then the song okiraba. So it's a build up of everything okiraba. Yeah.
So I want you to also tell me about your command as a producer, because you'd be seated doing most of the things ngokugezako kwasaganya ngomuyimbi naye ali mu booth. So because there are producers out there who maybe fail to communicate or to get in sync, because gwe office ye eri wano naye abantu abenjawulo bajja and you can't guarantee that I'm going to deal with this one. So that's what I'm trying to bring out. How do you oyambala otya obwo buvunaanyizibwa obwokukola n'omuntu yenna, oba zaakoze biki, oba zaako command yonge erabikibwa?
Obuvunaanyizibwa.
Yeah, you have a responsibility, bro. You do this thing.
Well, this is a job as well, man.
That's what I'm trying to talk about.
It's a job. So you come in here and probably chobo zokolera chobo inokola. So we follow it. There is a protocol for everything. So you come here and then you want to sing, yeah, okay. Then we talk about the prices, or you want a free song, oba buzibungo inaye ekintu kyoyagala tukole tuyimbe toyina sente bikibyonna binatusobole. There's a process there. Katika tugambe tugiseeko otuuse wano mu studio, then you start singing. Oyimba bubi nga nkugamba ddayo okolemu practice 2 days 1 week. Then when you sing, I can feel your weakness. Nekugamba, you're not good at harmonies, probably you'll need backups. Oba your song needs a guitar, nga bila yao guy nga janga achikuba, oba it needs a trumpet okitegeera. So okolagana n'omuntu kisinzira era n'abantu bakimanyi kati obozze wano era obozze kuyimba so si kuba mboozi. So this is like any other business. You go to a shop to buy a bread, you give there the money, they give you the bread. Notambula nova.
What did they? Music is a business. Tojja wano kola rehearsal. So anyway, so now let's get to this point. Like I want us to get to listen to something like keys played by Imon. I want these people to get to understand your style in terms of composition. You understand? So let's try out something as we're trying to explain to them how your approach is utilized. You understand? Because being ebintu mbiwulidde biwedde, but I would love for something to be created and other people believe that anything that is created can be embraced. Yeah, so it's all in your hands. Yeah. So guys, I'm still telling you, it's really a vibe over here. Imon is a very great person, as you can listen to the music he made. Worked with big names naye je tugenda okusemba. Kakati twagala tulete ekintu nga mukitegeera. You understand? And not forgetting those people who really make sure that I'm looking this nice. That is A&G Salon that is located in Tinda, just at Tinda Center, opposite Capital Shoppers. Genda mana, olabikeko bulungi. You don't need to call yourself that main event if you're not. Just go there and they'll give you the best of the best. Many services that are over there. And not forgetting Mansour on the camera. The team is very wonderful. Kim Troy and my main man, Solomon. the executive producer. Big up on yourself. So right now, we are going to experiment. You know the free pass is exclusive access. So we are going to testify how a producer comes up with anything. And Imon is over there trying to create a setup that is going to make you people believe. Fetuja, mukamoli, netubijayo, abantu nebabiraba. So we bring the unseen scenes to your television. And not forgetting, you have to watch this episode every Saturday at exactly 3 p.m. is the main time, as you are seeing. I'm here to bring the vibe to the weekend. Mad thing, as I'm telling you, exclusive access, free pass, out of sight. Kakati Imon. Otandise. Yeah. By the way, before we go any further, you told me earlier on it's a vibe. Vibe well. Vibe. Ne vibe ojijawe bitufu. Ojijawa.
Vibe bagura.
Ola bigenda waguru vibe neja. Anyway, let's get going. So, exactly. Follow your guts and be spiritual. So Imon, where do we start from?
Well, artist comes and then she more get there. And actually, me, I like vibing with the artist even before. Probably I can play probably 4 or 5 songs, depending on what they want to do, like the genre. If they want to do R&B, I can play a few Chris Brown, Usher, whatever. If they like dancehall, I can play a few Busy Signal and whatever. So I like getting to know the person before, because I want the person to be comfortable. Like they can open up. Kubanga abantu abasinga bagende tukeyo producer baba mugamba nti limbu bichi bakuba yakolera Chris Brown ni wayakolera ni omuntu natuke nokimba ne humulema, so it's better to befriend these people even before and make them comfortable so they can pour out their hearts to whatever.
So let's get starting. Whoever is watching, this is how it's made. And in case you don't know how it's made, you are in the right place. So Imon.
Then to me I can start with anything. So lutandiko ba guitar, piano, ba chinze, sina formula by the way. So that's why my beats are dynamic. So kuba dancehall, nchano sanga nakubye zouk, reggae, buli chimu hip hop, oshiraba. So to me starting a beat, it depends. I can start with the keys, but for today, vibe yeah.
By the way, this is happening right now. Sick assassin team. What kept them? Kagwirao. So what do they call that?
No, that's a metronome. Like the steps before the kick drops, and
they call it a metronome. Okay.
Then here we played the kick.
Omugero gulira gukona.
Then I can start with the snare. That's the snare.
So basically, what is a bass line?
Bass line ye bass yebera ku mugere no iranga
ekizito.
Nazo kizito nayo ekizito ddala gwe mugere na bass line. It's a guitar,
the guitar with the bass. Bass guitar. Yeah, okay, I get it.
Nenga wali binje birala bikola bass.
We are tutandika butandise ekintu ekiwulira kitandise oku omukwate dread lye nga wali options ye ffe tubikolanga we are seeking for the knowledge that the people need to know about. So engoma mazo gikola weri oluyimba mazo dukola. So what's the next step according to the person that you're working with?
Well, after the song is done, the person has to publish out their music or whatever. Or you need to let out that whatever is in your heart out to the people, and that's through the music. So chokola, you either go internet marketing and publish your song there, or well, you go downtown, local market, you go look for promoters, you go radios, you shoot a video. Man,
okay, I get it. So you as a practicing producer, what are one of the things that you would request for to happen on behalf of your fellow producers for such things to become easy? what are one of the prospects? Bintu ki bye tulina okukolako ekintu ekyo kifuuke kyangu ekya music kyangu kasooke nkubuuza ekyo kyangu
ekintu kyo kyangu naye just abantu bakikalubya kitegeera
kati tukifudde tutya ekitali kikaluvu.
We need to support each other. We need to love each other's work. We need to listen to other people's music. We need to advise and be advised. This is a big thing. And people here, man, we lack the one love. Omuntu ayinza kubanga olimba yalukoze bubi, then bana olina mugamba mpadde data ba mastering ebiki kati atoli gwe balujje kati na zimba buzimbi kati man ebintu ngebyo okiraba. Me, I believe as long as me I've done my track and then Nesim masters it, wabanga I feel like he has a great ear or he would do it better. Siraba nsonga lwaki mbasi kiteka kubanga why would I be selfish atenze nsigaze chinkolere ki, because I believe I'm doing the music out to the world. Kati siraba lwaki mbera ate ngana nga waliwo omuntu agendo chimproving ate kikolere the big picture obontegeera. So we lack the big picture here. That's what I know.
So we have to develop a skill of togetherness,
a skill of love.
Yeah, love.
I believe everything is love. It's a skill of love. Okiga okwagala n'okwagaliza kubanga oba oyagala otandika n'okwagaliza oba okitegeera, you start looking at other people's things nogamba okay muno mwandibaddemu kino n'okikola even with no intentions but with the intention of it being a nice thing. Okay.
So do you believe there is a certain unit that brings love towards the creatives in the music industry?
Well, I don't know, like what? A certain unity nga kiwa.
Kakati ngezaako kubuuza olowooza waliwo ewantu wonna abantu we bayinza okuspreading a love through music? Are there organizations? Are there places where you can go and share your love to a fellow artist? Is there any place that you, in Uganda, because you're one of the people that have been in the industry, do you think there is that place that you see people can share love and everything?
Positive free pass, probably.
Yeah, you've heard it straight from the horse's mouth.
Free pass, man.
But anyway, I get where you're coming from. I believe there are many places that tumanyi nti no solo tedeze chintu musically, but they're not functional.
They're never functioning with what I think I know. They're not functioning tomorrow, not even next year.
Okay.
But what I know so many producers here. They are courageous people. They are good-hearted people. They're like hardworking people. Naye industry okitegeera up and down bino biringera olaba NRM papa whatever people power biki onagoba oli ono okitegeera baliwo abantu ababireta ne mu music wa phone.
So our music is so political, eh? It has a lot of
very, very, very political. So that's why man means to kunda mbirundi ebyo. No, because me, I know what I want. Me, I want to spread the love. So I do the music, I let it out there. It's not my thing.
Okay, the other thing I also got to know about you that I think is something that is really important. Oliyimba abantu bakola ennyimba nyingi, because me, it's the free pass even in real life. I go out there and see how things are running. So most of the musicians have a complaint of mixing, mastering. Okay, the last stage of music is seeming to be a problem to the artists themselves. So I want you to tell me about that story, because the allegation wouldn't have been there. But now that it exists, and I look at you as a person who is a sound engineer, because you've mixed songs, and I say the big names are coming last out of respect. So tell me about that kind of thing that always happens.
The mixing and mastering.
Chifuse chizibu munaye.
No, Kati, it's a two-way thing. I believe waliwo ba producer bamungati they are not meant to master songs. You know, making a beat is not finishing it. Ochitegeera kitandika si yakimaliriza. Ontegeera. So not everyone can master a song. However, everyone can sing, but not everyone can sing on stage. There is a studio artist nga omutuusa ali ku stage ekintu kigenda mutabukako ontegeera. Then there is this other artist nga mu studio ayinza okusumbwa naye nga wali eri nga watabu okitegeera. It's the same thing. Si buli omu nti akuba engoma biki era yajjogimaliriza. No, kati abantu abamu kiri kyembadde nkugambako the love. Wowulira nga waliwo asobola ekintu tokikotogera because this is a manifestation, something you manifest because these are codes. Oh, like nga we nabadde gamba ngombuuza nti vibe evaawa. Vibe is a natural thing. It's something, probably it's like downloading data
towards you in your song.
Exactly. Then this data you're gonna let it out through playing keys and whatever track I will now be.
All that is done by what you said, love.
That is love. Without that, man, nothing can happen. So, ekintu ng'ekyo kati oli naawulira ddala nga olimba lumulemeredde era still n'agamba nze olonze alina okuba nga nze njagala bagamba nze akolera shiba era nali lukonzeka. Come on, that it's like you're cutting it off. Ontegeera ekintu ekirina okutuuka okiremesa n'okutuukayo. So woowulira ng'ekintu tekisoboka ng'okikola ki ng'okiyitira akisobola. But so many people don't agree with that here. Okitegeera oli agamba ekyange kirina kuba kyange.
Time for exposure. I would like to ask for that request. Anyway, so I want you to tell them about one of the projects that you didn't start but you got a chance. You understand, eh? Okuteekamu amagezi g'okubabala bagwakisobola.
Well, I work with a label in the US, and I've done 2 projects. They send me tracks which I had to repeat. Yeah, well, some chick called Letty, then some other guy called James something. I think they're German, but it's based in Las Vegas. I've worked on those projects. I've also worked on it's a way back project a few years back for Nonini and the Myth, Nonini in Kenya, and I've worked with so many artists abroad. There, Toolman in Germany sends me his thing already. It's done. Then I do the finishing and I even rebuild the tracks with some projects. Ochitegeera.
Ate kuba wano ewaka Kyaddondo.
Wade ewaka Kyaddondo. Ngambye ab'Ekyaddondo era ba Kyaddondo
omukolera nagamba muno gwe byaffe, it's between me and you.
Kati abeera eri omyaye ng'agala leeta project ng'agamba mwana producer yakoze atya ebitidde man bingi kati ngambye people power nenaale mukakati era ne wano bwe kiri.
By the way, we should stop secting in this industry. Let's spread love.
Tojja kumpulira mu bintu ebyo blood no. But there are very many projects of whatever.
So there's also this scenario of there are many chances of someone breaking through. Ozukuka no chikuba. It's possible. That's why I always keep people to believe. So there is a moment whereby you do something remarkable for someone in the industry, but you don't get the great credit that you deserve. Eh? That's the point I'm reaching at.
But again, people's morals, man. Artists' morals, I don't know. Omuntu atukako ali ekasubi ne bakubira mu ngalo oba abalabe nga Uganda yonna emutegedde. You still have a long way to go. Okitegeera. So it should be down to earth. Nojjukira ne gy'ova kubanga ne bakadde bubunga tobeerabiranga. Bo ate tebakwerabira abakusomesa nabamu abeerabira. But you understand what I'm trying to say.
I get it, bro. I get it.
Okitegeera. So that's the reason we are going to keep on saying that why no muyimbi naye bambikira like why bamuloga oba sente zamuloga. No, but these people break the steps they used to go up. So when they get a shock or something in the middle and they come down, then going back up is a problem. Kwanga madala wagamenya tekatuna koma wewe wange atutandikira okunyuza story nje nawulirako. I can't do anything for you. No matter zokukwera. I don't think I would do it out of heart.
Yeah, exactly. Because your emotions are not real towards
we are not attached in any way. You showed me a reason why. Yeah. You understand?
Yeah.
So we make these people and people fail us. It's just like nga olabira ebintu bya Katonda n'abantu Katonda abakolera ate abandi bakola kino bamwelabira nga bakikubi kati bamala kugwa ngesente ziweddewo n'olulira nga bazeeyo ne balokoka ntegeera so that's the kind of thing.
Okay. So Imon, it's about the moment. I'm trying to picture you in this whole scale. So it's Imon, and at the point you are at, you are working with someone that is big. So I want you to tell us that story, the first big person you worked with. Of course it's written in history. So I want you to inspire these other people out there and give them that story because I believe they need it.
First big person I worked with. I think
among the first, so it doesn't have to be specific.
I think it was the clear cut. Yeah, and then it was my first production. Yeah, in my school, Unique, yeah, clear cut. I don't remember Unique.
Yeah, I know Unique.
So Unique was in upper classes while I was in college when I was still in school. When I got out, then I told him, man, I do bits. What's the journey? So when he came, I did a bit there. Then he listened and but hey man, you're too good. You should make him a bit for the myth, then I take it for him. Okay. Then I sat down there and I'm hey man, these are very, very big people. I hadn't done for anyone actually. So can name you? I don't know, but you know, as I told you, it's a vibe thing, we always vibing,
So there was a reason for you to prove something.
Of course. So when I sat down, I came up with that bit, Boss Bao.
Boss Bao, yeah.
Then I did that track, and Meat was so happy with it, though he even had come with Navio, then they had to do it together. So that's when I started picking up from there, Don MCs, APAS, GNL, Rabadaba, so many of those guys by that time. So yeah, I worked with all those guys.
So I understand you've existed in the industries. In the industry, and there has been an evolution because music is changing and it's switching to different sounds. So you own a position in hip hop happening in Uganda because the clear cuts are the people who actively try to push. They weren't the only ones, but they pushed hip hop in Uganda, and we also respect them. We understand them. So having existed in that time, Rabadaba, GNL, APAS, by the way, bro, big up on yourself. As we continue, so I want you to tell me about that ability of still being on the music radar. Because while we're so what is that power that keeps you driving? Besides the love that you told me, but there is a difference of you still existing, which is one of the major things that people find hard time to do. So how does that happen?
Well, me personally, I haven't reached where I'm going. That's the thing. Man, I haven't reached even a quarter of what I'm supposed to do. You know, that's the other thing. So I believe I'm multi-talented. I believe I'm super talented, and I thank God for that. And I think I'm supposed to hit waves. Like, man, there are so many waves I'm supposed to hit. You understand? Not a one-time thing like I'm gonna bring up this style or I'm gonna bring up no. I'm supposed to bring up styles like even more than 20. I believe. You understand? So me, I keep on telling myself, no, I haven't done nothing. I keep on telling myself like these beats I've done, no, they are so bad. No, I need something better. So I'm not satisfied. That's the thing.
Okay.
I'm not satisfied with where I am. I want bigger projects, I want bigger things, I want bigger abnormal super tracks, you know, something. I want to invent a beat, I want to invent a style, and you know, all those things.
Yo, so keep your dreams bigger. Let's have a recap for the main man as he's trying to do his thing. By the way, don't forget we have the best scene. But before we get to the best scene, let's see the scene that is happening here, and it's at its best.
And chiliyo Wala yulekela nasana Na yecho chicho Wala yulekela nasana Na yeche chiliyo Wala yulekela nasana Sidi nabapatana Enajela maniba mpalana nasana Wanyumilo kamala Banaba wala bakela kazana ansana Machakala everybody know me have a bumbo clash to nasana Only per man sing to the beat Girls spread out and shake to the beat nasana Only per DJ mash up the place Angela Bamzali the nansana Head boy Pastor we nansana Pastor Rogembe we nansana Master Chibulu Kobe nansana Only per DJ can we love nansana But we dance till down in on the love Look at the city, no lights, shut down. The whole city locked down, lockdown. The whole world on lockdown, lockdown. The whole city's on lockdown, on lockdown. The whole world on lockdown, lockdown. The whole city's on lockdown.
No person shall disturb the peace by participating or abetting in any rude, indecent, drunken, riotous, or violent conduct, or the use of any vulgar, obscene, or abusive language in a public place. Note also, the performance of the song, F the Police, will not be permitted. Refusal to abide by all the Detroit City ordinances will result in immediate arrest and forfeiture.
Are we finished here? We got a show to do.
Just watch yourself.
Fuck the police.
Straight out of Compton is a brother that'll smother your mother and make your sister think I love her. Dangerous, motherfucking racist hell. And if I ever get caught, I make bail. So what about the bitch you got shot? You think I give a damn about a bitch? I ain't a sucker. This is an autobiography of the E. And if you ever fuck with me, you get taken by a stupid dope brother who will smother. Word to the motherfucker. Straight out of Compton.
Hey, hold on. Y'all know what the motherfucking police trying to tell us backstage? They trying to tell us what the fuck we can't play. Motherfuckers trying to tell us what the fuck we can't say. This is NWA. We do what the fuck we want to do. We say what the fuck we want to say. So everybody, put the middle fingers high in the sky. Until the punk ass cop backstage. Yo, Dre. What up? I got something to say.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad cause I'm brown. And not the other color, so police think they have the authority to kill a minority. Fuck that shit cause I ain't the one. For a punk motherfucker with a badge and a gun to be beaten on. If thrown in jail, we can go toe to toe in the middle of a cell. Fucking with me cause I'm a teenager. With a little bit of code and a pager. Searching my car, looking for the product. Thinking every nigga ain't selling narcotics. You rather see me in the pen than me and Lorenzo rolling in the Benzo. Be the police out of shape, and when I'm finished, bring the yellow tape to take off the scene of the showing out for the white cop. Ice Cube will swarm on any motherfucker in the blue uniform. Just cause I'm from the CPT, police are afraid of me. A young nigga on the warpath, and when I finish, it's gonna be a bloodbath of cops dying in LA. Yo, Dre, I got something to say.
It's just completely fucking illegal. You realize that? Let's go. Let me go. Come on, man. Hey, fuck you. Come on. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. All right, you got it. Fuck you. Fuck the police. Fuck the police.
Fuck your mama. Fuck your dad. Fuck your grandma. These motherfuckers.